In this video, I will show you 5 secrets in Garten of BanBan 3 that you have not even guessed about. The game creators have hidden these secrets so well that you do not even notice them at first passing. I had to go through the game 2 times to find out about all the secrets that are hidden here. So let's start with secret number 1. At the very beginning of the game, when you appear, you will immediately see a television set into which you can insert videotapes. But the problem is that the tapes are very well hidden, and so the player may miss a very important piece of the story. The first tape can be found after we complete the mission with Jumbo Josh. Reaching the corner, we can notice this tape. It is surprising that so many people miss such a small detail. However, before we reach the room with Banbalina, we can find one of the tapes in the Toddster's sheriff's room. In the boss's room under the table you can activate the remote. After that, passing the mini-quest, we get the cherished second tape. The third tape is at the end of the game. When we open the gate, the room with Apple a bird stands before us. Turn right and go up the stairs, we will see the third cherished tape. After that we go back to the beginning of the game and insert the 3 tapes. On the first tape we can see for the first time in the history of the child and the captain of the White Fiddles. On the second tape we can see an animal, and it is a toad. This most likely refers to the character Sheriff Toddster, who will appear in the next numbered part, because it was in Sheriff's room that we found this videotape. Now, one of the scariest secrets I've ever seen is the BanBan in the prison block. It's very frightening because we can watch the transformation into an evil BanBan before our eyes. Perhaps this is one of the scariest videotapes I have ever seen. However, in the game files we can find another secret video, which unfortunately we cannot see in the game. In this video we see Banbalina, who is clearly devastated. Considering how she was in part 2, you can now understand why she is literally ready to kill you for the wrong answer. This is very scary, but luckily in part 3 she is in a normal state, which personally pleased me. Another tape shows the BanBan lying in the cell. This happened before he turned into a horrible monster, because he looks calm and not aggressive. I can't even imagine what he went through to become such a monster. In the last tape we see Jumbo Josh being created on the operating table. Here we can see how Jumbo Josh was transformed into the man he is today. That was all the footage we could find. Now let's move on to secret number 2. After our meeting with Stinger Flinn, we did not have time to enter this room, and many players unfortunately missed this room. But let's find out what is so interesting in it. Before the boss fight, we can find a note about Case 13. Ignoring the information in the note, we can see a QR code. If we scan it, we will see the creepy pictures. However, on each picture there are numbers from 1 to 5. Keep these pictures in mind. Further, they will be useful for us. After defeating the monster, roll our kebab man to the door and press the button. A door opens in front of us where there is a white card. Go back to the aquatic sector in the room Stinger Flinn. After that we use the card and go into this coveted room. If you have not subscribed to the channel, then do so, also put yak. Thank you, and we continue. In this room we can see the drawing of the monster on the wall, whose name is Kamataki and Tamataki. But the most interesting thing is the DNA of what this monster was created from. Paying attention to it, we can see a substance called Givanium. This is the substance we met when we played Flinn's Stinger. Did it take so much of this substance to create such a monster? Let me know in the comments, but we move on to the next secret. Stinger Flinn is one of the main characters in part 3. We'll meet him more than once during the story. But this character also has his secrets. Let's start with the moment where we are transported to the island, Stinger Flinn's house. We can notice his personal car. If we jump on his car, on the hood we can see the car name, Stinger Mobile. But one thing I always did not understand, how does Stinger Flinn fit into this car? If we saw him as such a big and huge creature, how does he fit into such a small car? Let that remain a mystery. As we drive through the desert, we can look back and see Nab running behind us. I wonder if our company knows we are being followed, or if there wasn't enough room in the car. There are too many questions which unfortunately have no answers, but we have the name of the music which plays in the car. Rocket Music made the track specifically for this series. Also on his YouTube channel you can see his work with the games Rainbow Friends, FNAF, Doors, etc. Now let's move on to the most important secret in the whole game. After we pass the training with Bambolina, we get a green card, which we use to open the door. However, after passing the medical sector, when we did the operation on the Nabnalina, we have left unopened green door. Having received a green card, we can go back to the medical sector and open the door. On the table is a letter about how hard it was to work in the kindergarten. But we are interested in this door. Remember I told you about the QR code with the creepy pictures on it? Each picture has a number, and this is the solution to our riddle. It wasn't hard to guess Nab, Slow Celine, BanBan, Sheriff Toadster, Jumbo Josh, and Bambolina. Here we find a note and an audio cassette. Then we go to the aquatic sector and insert the audio tape. Before leaving, Zolphius will meet us and say in Spanish, "I'm sorry." It's one of the best kept secrets in BanBan I've ever seen. But why is he asking for our forgiveness? Did he do something wrong? Could it be something terrible? Anyway, I hope we get the answer in the next part 4. Thank you friends for watching to this point. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. See you soon!